where we review, discuss, and reimagine popular movie lists objectively. We're your hosts. I'm Brad.
And I'm Jerry, and we're going to talk about Brad's number 12 on his top 20 favorite movies of all time. So, his number 12 is Romancing the Stone, released in 1984, directed by Robert Zemeckis, written by Diane Thomas, and edited by Don Cameron and Frank Morris, starring Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner. The movie is about a romance novelist sets off for Colombia to ransom her kidnapped sister. She finds herself in the middle of a dangerous adventure hunting for treasure with a mercenary rogue.
Joan Wilder?
Joan Wilder?
I love this movie.
It's
so
a great
much.
movie. I think Brad loves it. Again, love the story. It's fun. They have super good chemistry. And it's got that Han Solo effect.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of movie doesn't really get made anymore. And it's kind of sad. Like I don't know what it is about the probably like the latest generation of filmmakers. They stopped being able to make fun movies. You should just be able to make a movie that's fun.
That's all.
This movie is just fun.
It's a good time. It's a good time. Like, this woman is worried about her sister. She's like, goes to Colombia. She's kind of a shut-in, or not a shut-in, but like
she's introverted.
They keep referring to her as mousy. I don't think she's mousy.
She's introverted. She kind of lives in her own head more than anything else.
She's a novelist, you know?
Yeah.
And so this is way out of her comfort zone to go to South America, to Colombia. But she's really concerned about her sister. And things happen and she runs into this guy who's very Han Solo-esque in his approach to things.
American expat living in Colombia.
Yeah.
Basically living on the margins and doing things that maybe are slightly...
He's a scoundrel.
Slightly in the gray area of legality. I don't think he's actually a criminal, but I don't think he necessarily, I think there's just there's a larger gray area in terms of the law in places like that than there is here, and I think he kind of lives in that world quite a bit, but he's also someone with a conscience.
Yes, and he's really funny, and they fall for each other through this very intense, adventurous time. It's just a fun ride. Yeah. They get into super weird situations. They're always running from somebody. They're looking for treasure.
They're competing with Danny DeVito's character. He's fantastic.
He's so funny in this movie. So funny. Yeah, and all the characters are kind of quirky. They all have their own little sticks.
I mean, my favorite is we were coming up with it. There's this basically Colombian drug lord, kingpin type, who loves all of her books.
Yes. And she writes romance novels.
So he's reading these kinds of books, so he helps him out.
Yeah, he helps him out with his little
monster truck.
His monster truck. And he's so excited to meet her. Yeah. And he's like, I have all your books, and Jack is like, what is going on? Yeah. Right now? Yeah. He's like, why is this guy being so nice to us? Yeah. It's a fun time. And yeah, like I said, they keep referring to Kathleen Turner's character as mousy, and Kathleen Turner is nothing mousy about her.
Early 80s Kathleen Turner was sexy as hell.
Yes. And
holy cow.
And she's kind of shy and introverted in this movie, but she's not mousy. So
I read a cool thing about this movie not too long ago. So there's the scene where they're dancing in that square.
Yeah.
That is actually Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner, not on set. They're just dancing, and they filmed them doing it. They had
no way.
They were just having it was off hours. They were just having a good time. The two of them were dancing together.
Wow.
And they filmed it. And if you go back and kind of watch it, it's kind of the camera's kind of hidden.
Yeah.
Because they just like, they saw him out there like, oh, we got to get this on film.
That is
Isn't that cool?
really cool.
So it's like, it's real. Like when you see that scene, that's just real. That's
Yeah.
real life that they filmed. It's not them acting whatsoever. There's two people having a good time together.
Yeah.
If you've ever like heard them like in interviews, they're really good friends.
Okay.
Which seems to be kind of a thing. Like if you're like with Michael Douglas, like anyone, like any of these female leads that has worked with him, for the most part, he seems to really get along with.
That's
Like
good.
they worked together 3 times. You know, this movie, the sequel, and then War of the Roses.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then like if you ever heard him and like Glenn Close, they're like really good friends.
Like, oh god, that movie. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can say about this movie other than it's fun.
It's fun. I mean,
fun.
that's why it's on
Is
my
it
list.
far-fetched? Sure. But is it a good time? Yes.
It's far-fetched in the best way because
Yes.
it's basically like she's living out one of the books that she's written.
Yeah,
That's
she
what-
basically met one of her characters
right.
in her book. And they, you know, it's
Yeah.
great.
The sequel gets a lot of short shrift. I think the sequel's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest problem with the sequel is they've kind of got to introduce drama into the relationship that doesn't naturally fit
Yeah.
in order to like bring them back together. I think it's a little more lazy on the writing, but once the story gets going, I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But this movie's just great.
It is great. It is great. I ranked it at 70.6. You know, there's not much not to like about this movie. It's just really good.
Yep.
I like the touch with the crocodile, where he goes off and he wrestles down the crocodile, and then you see him at the end of the movie with crocodile boots. You know, like he wrestled this crocodile.
I love the music. Too.
Yeah, the music's great. And just, it's really a fish out of water story.
Mhm.
She's dealing with all these situations she's never dealt with ever before. It's just really good.
Yeah.
You should watch it. You want to talk about anything else?
It's just fun to watch the movie. It's really fun to
Just
watch.
watch it. A lot of movies from the 80s were just fun.
Yeah, it's just a good time.
It's a good time. Okay, and I think that's it then. If you have seen Romancing the Stone and you want to talk about it, please do so in the comments and like and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or want to talk to us directly, please do so at ratingthelist@gmail.com. But that's it for now. I'm Jerry,
I'm Brad.
and we're rating the list. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.